Do you think that there are actually reptilian shapeshifters hiding among us? Like, I heard the story of Billy Corgan, the lead singer and guitarist for Smashing Pumpkins. He came out and told a story that he was with someone in a situation and he saw them transform from being a normal person and looking just like a normal human being into something totally not human.
Realize that?
About the alien, the shapeshifter.
You dropped a bombshell.
Let's just say I was with somebody once and I saw a transformation that I can't explain.
The person transformed into something other than human.
Yeah. Imagine you're doing something and suddenly you turn around and there's somebody else standing there. I know it happened. In fact, it happened twice. And on top of that, what's amazing is we live in a world where people treat it as if I'm crazy. And it's like, I'm here to say, now maybe I had a hallucination, but I saw what I saw.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, to question somebody's reality is a strange thing.
The second time you saw a shapeshifter, where were you?
It was the same person. This happened with the same person twice. And I will say,
go ahead,
since we're on radio, that the story is even more fantastical than you think. The person was naked.
Now, he didn't necessarily say that they transformed into a reptilian specifically, but he did say that they transformed into something that was not human looking at all. And people, like, I'm not friends with Billy Corgan, but I'm like really good friends with someone that hangs out with Billy Corgan and knows him really well. And he swears that this story is true and that it actually happened. I don't know if he was there or not. But then you hear these stories about victims from Jeffrey E. that say that while they were being abused by him, there was a moment where Jeffrey himself actually transformed from looking like a normal human into something totally not human.
Epstein shapeshifted in front of me. It's very hard to understand if you haven't seen it. But I saw it. I want to be lie detected on this.
I've never seen anyone else turn into anything like that. And it happened. It was like a weird hologram and it had like big black eyes.
You know, and I also saw Epstein shapeshift on the island. You know, when I was on the island, I saw Epstein like suddenly, and people have actually asked some pretty good questions recently. It wasn't like I saw him turning like the Incredible Hulk. What happened is, it was when I was taken in the bedroom the one time, and he had like a blanket up to here. And then I looked away and I looked at him and suddenly it wasn't him anymore. It wasn't like I saw him turning. It was like it was him. And I looked away and then when I looked back, it wasn't him. It was this weird creature. And then I looked away and then I looked back and it was him again. You know, and I can't really explain that. I mean, I can explain it as well as I can and I can understand. You know what, if someone else told me this, like I keep saying, I wouldn't believe it. I totally wouldn't. I'd be like, okay, this person's either mad or they were on drugs or something. But the problem is that I saw it and I wasn't on drugs.
It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I don't know what I think about all this. I don't know if that's really something that's happening, but that would be totally wild. And so I'm curious, like, how many of you out there swear that you've seen somebody who looks like a normal person and then they transformed into like a reptilian creature or something totally different, like from going human into non-human? Is there shapeshifters like hiding among us? I honestly don't know if that's real or not. It's hard to believe if that's real, but that would be totally wild. And is there any way to tell or to make them lose their illusion and make them transform and reveal themselves who they are? Like there's that movie where the guy puts on these special glasses, and I've heard about and I even have a pair of the dicyanin glasses where you allegedly can put them on and you can see through a different spectrum of reality. Is there a type of glasses or night vision? Can you use thermal imaging in order to reveal who they really are? It seems like you could use a thermal camera and it would show like an inverted heat signature or something like that. I know that in Buddhism, they ring bells, and I've heard that certain bell tones or frequencies or sound resonance can like break the illusion of shapeshifters or reptilians that might be hiding among us. Or is there some other way? I've even heard that like if you look just right into their right eye and you meditate and you focus your thoughts, that it will like disrupt their illusion. Because the reports that I've heard and things that I've seen, it's not so much that they actually shapeshift or transform, but they use telepathy or thought control to project a false image. So it would be, if that was true, that would mean it would be totally possible that some non-human entity is like in the same room as you, and they're projecting the illusion into your mind so that you see them as a normal person, but really you're standing right next to someone who's not. And so that would be totally wild. And I want to know, have you ever been in a situation or seen someone or something that makes you think that it was not really a human being, but it was like a reptilian shapeshifter that was like hiding in the room with you? And what did you do?